Greetings, programs, and welcome to Pop Culture Therapy. I'm your host, Loki. Everybody's got a Star Wars review out for the trailer where they go through it with a fine-tooth comb and look at all the little bits and pieces. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk to y'all. I would love this movie to fix everything. I would love for this movie to fix everything that happened because of The Last Jedi. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I hope it does. I do. I hope it does. I don't think it will. I think that it may fix some things. It may not. I hope it does. People are going to be like, Loki, Jar Jar, how is he going to fix Jar Jar, KK, Cray Cray? Hope, a new hope. I don't think it'll happen. I can hope because I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I've spent the last couple of days talking to people about going to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters and how much fun that was, that opening night. Thousands of people in a parking lot. 30 screens sold out starting at midnight. And all of us in that parking lot hanging out, talking Star Wars, people dressed up cosplaying, kids, adults, everybody there to see Star Wars. And that was the most magical Star Wars moment in a parking lot. Just hanging out with people, waiting for it to start. I waited 8 hours that day. I waited 8 hours and just hung out with people and watched the movies. We watched some of the movies and we hung out, and it was like Star Wars tailgate. It was the coolest thing ever. And that has not happened with any of this. I've looked at ticket sales locally here, and almost all the theaters are sold out. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to tell y'all not to go see it. I'm not going to do that. I don't tell people what to do and what to do with their money. I don't. But what Last Jedi did and what the Lucasfilm Limited people did after that to someone who said they don't like our movie, I won't go see it. They lost me as a customer. I will wait. I will wait until it is on, until I can see it for free. Because I'm not going to give them my money. And it's not because of how bad The Last Jedi was. It's because of what they did after people like me spoke up. People like Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, Doomcock. The comments about how we are all either white nationalist, Nazis, sexist, misogynist, whatever. Those comments have to end just because we don't like a movie. There's no reason why we should be called all that just because we do not like a movie. None of us got online and harassed women. None of us got online and harassed Finn. None of us did any of that. We are Star Wars fans. We are better than that. We don't say, oh, just because this guy's in the movie, we don't like it. Or just because this girl's in the movie. No, I walked out of Last Jedi so conflicted. I wanted to love that movie. I went into the theater saying, man, I'm going to love this movie. And that's not the way it happened. And I walked out and I was conflicted. I wanted to love it, but I didn't even like it. It didn't make sense to me. And the fight scene in the throne room, you can go after Last Jedi all you want to. It does not make sense. It's not a good movie. That is my opinion. If you feel differently, that's totally your opinion. I'm not going to call you names and say You're one of the worst groups on planet Earth because you don't like a movie I like. So that's why I'm not going to go see this movie. That's why I'm not going to support this, because they had no right to call us these names, to blockchain us just because we don't like your damn movie. There's that one couple on here. I got blockchained on Twitter, and I don't even know those people. I've never met those people. I've never talked to those people. They've never talked to me. I've never made a comment that would warrant that, but that's what these people do when you don't like something they like. Why do that? Why be like that? You wanna call certain groups names and label them and treat us like that. We're not the problem, guys. You're the problem. I don't hate, but I can't stand The Last Jedi. So I must be a hater. I must be all these things that you talk about. What do you guys think? Are you going to go see this? Are you going to pay to go see this? I've heard people say, listen, just go get a ticket for something else and go into this movie. I don't even know if I want to do that. Wait a week, and then buy a ticket for something else and go see this movie. I don't even know if I want to do that. I just don't. I guess maybe I don't want to be disappointed again. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why I didn't go see Solo. Because I didn't want to be disappointed again. I went and saw Rogue One. I loved Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was a great movie. Force Awakens, besides killing Han and her kicking the crap out of Kylo at the end of the movie, I like that movie. And it's not because a girl beat a boy. She was nobody. She had no training. She did not know anything. And I defended that originally because I thought she had a very specific force power that was in the EU, that we found about in the EU, where when she touched an object, she could learn its history in the Force. Using the Force, she could learn that object's history. So she touched Anakin and Luke's lightsaber. She would be able to get a glimpse of the combat techniques. And I hear you saying, well, maybe that is the way it is because we see the flashbacks and stuff. They completely cut all that out in The Last Jedi. They ruined that. They stopped that from being the way it was. I don't like Rian Johnson. I don't hate the guy, but I don't like him. And I didn't like his movie. And honestly, I didn't like the episodes he made in a series I used to watch. So I don't think he's a genius. I don't think he's as epic as everybody says he is. And the way he's treated fans, your Snoke theory sucks. You act like an ass and you get treated like an ass by people. And that's the way it is. That is the way it is. Guys, I'm not going to sit here and run on and on. Are you going to go see this? Are you going to see it? I would love to know. Leave a comment in my comments. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm not going to sit here and go through the trailer. I thought the trailer was meh. I thought it was meh. It just didn't do anything for me. And maybe that's because The Last Jedi spoiled it. One bad apple spoils the bunch. Maybe that's what happened. Out of the 9 movies, The Last Jedi spoiled it. But I'm not going to let it spoil my original trilogy. And I'm not going to let it spoil the prequels. I really like the prequels. Especially Episode 1, which everybody seems to have a problem with. I love Qui-Gon Jinn. I thought Qui-Gon Jinn was the most badass Jedi there has been in Star Wars. I thought Qui-Gon was kick-ass. So let me know what you think. I will catch you guys on the next Pop Culture Therapy.